Hey guys, and happy Monday. So for today's DIY, you're going to need some of these giant craft sticks. I get these at Walmart, but I'm sure you can find them other places. Need a couple of dowel rods, some Jenga pieces or like a wood block, and a couple of ornaments. I got these at the Dollar Tree. So the first thing you're going to do, oh, my glove broke there, but um, first thing you're going to do is you're going to get 3 of these giant craft sticks, and I'm sure you could use the smaller one. Of course, the smaller ones, of course, it's just going to be on a smaller scale, but they'll work out just fine as well. You're just going to cut the tips off, the rounded ends off of what are these things called? The craft sticks, and then you're just going to measure out 2 to be the same size, and then the other one is just going to be a bit shorter. So basically what you're going to be doing is making a triangle or the shape of a tree, and you're going to sand down the rough edges of the craft sticks so that they're a little bit smoother. And then, like I said, you're going to measure out the bottom to see how wide you want it. And there's no particular size. It's whatever size you want it to be. So I just kind of eyeballed it. I didn't measure it out, with a ruler or anything. Just so that you guys know, today's challenge is the Chic for Cheap challenge. It's hosted by Christi Creates and co-hosted by Wendy over at White Sparrow Living. Both of these ladies are so talented, super inspirational. So definitely go check them out. I will have their information in the description box along with the playlist. And if you're coming over here from the playlist, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'd love it if you subscribe, stuck around, like this video, comment, let me know what you think, um, all of that stuff. And if you are one of my returning subscribers, hello there. Thank you for coming back. So the first thing well, not the first thing. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take some silver paint and just paint the craft sticks all around, front, back, and on the sides. Then you're going to take the 2 longer sides and you're going to glue them together on the top. And then you're going to take the bottom piece and glue it on along the bottom. Like I said, you're just going to make a triangle out of it. And once you're done gluing the outside, I did go ahead and glue the inside just to give it a little bit more reinforcement, just so that it doesn't, fall apart once you start moving it around. And I use what's the glue I use? I use Gorilla Glue sticks, and I've never had a problem with them. They stick really, really well. They hold through seasons because I have decorations that I made last year and home decor that I made, last year, and it's still sticking out, sticking together. So that's the glue that I've been using, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I just think they're really, really good glue. So then, like I said, I'm just going to glue a little bit on the inside to give it a little bit extra reinforcement just to make sure, in case a piece didn't get glued the first time, I put an extra little dab of glue on the inside. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to glue 2 of these Jenga blocks together. And like I said, if you have just a spare piece of wood or whatever, you can do that. If you have tumbling tower blocks, you can, glue a couple of those together. And I did paint the Jenga blocks silver as well. So all I needed for the actual Jenga blocks was just 2 pieces, glue them together. Then I'm going to take a dowel rod and these little ornaments. Now, I thought the ornaments were like individually in there, but it's like a garland. So I know Dollar Tree does have like the little small ornaments that are individual. So if you want to get those and make your life a lot easier, you can do that. But these were a piece of garland. So then I ended up having to glue the little top together because it comes apart. And I cut the string too short, so I wasn't able to like tie a knot or anything like that to put it around the dowel rod. So I just ended up cutting the string off and calling it a day, and I just hot glued them onto the dowel rod. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark the dowel rods and measure it out, see where I want it, and then cut them. I use this dog nail trimmer to cut my dowel rods. I got it at the Dollar Tree, and if you don't have one, you need to get one because it's a lifesaver. It makes all the difference. I mean, look how easy it just goes through The dowel rod fits right in there perfectly and it cuts right through. So I just, like I said, I was trying to tie these little ornaments on there, and the string was just too short and I didn't feel like going through all that trouble. So I cut the string off and I just hot glued the ornament directly onto the dowel rod, and you'll see that here in a minute. It was just easier that way. That way, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of cutting out another one, and it worked out perfectly. So I'm just going to glue it on there and just kind of hold it until it sticks. And I'm going to do that to all the dowel rods. I'm going to measure them out. I think I just used three layers, or three. I used one dowel rod and cut it into 3 pieces, and the one dowel rod was enough for this whole little Christmas tree. So once I'm done doing that, my footage, I lost some, or it stopped recording or something. I don't know what happened, but all I did was I cut the 3 dowel rods and then I glued the ornaments on there. I lost all of that, but then I just took the 2 Jenga blocks and I glued them to the bottom as a base. And that was it, guys. You can paint the sticks if you want to, but I just decided not to. And I think it came out cute. So this is my inspiration piece right here. I wasn't going for the exact match, but this is mine. Hope you liked it. And until next time, be the reason someone smiles. Bye, guys.